Now we will see about extended ER model. Already we have seen the basics of ER model, that is entity, relationship and attribute. Here we will see some extra features of ER diagram. So we all know how to represent entity, attribute and relation in ER model. Entity is by rectangle, weak entity is by double rectangle, relation is using diamond shape, attribute is by ellipse, and connecting lines are used to connect relationship with entity to entity. What is weak entity and strong entity is, already we have seen what is primary key. Suppose the entity set is not able to form, not contains the attribute to form a primary key, is called weak entity set. Suppose the entity has contains the primary key, means it is called strong entity set. Now we will see the extra features, that is extension of ER model. One characteristic is generalization. What is generalization is, see, the generalization, specialization and inheritance all are similar concepts. We are deriving from the single example itself. Generalization means we are extracting common properties from a set of entities and create a generalized entity from it. It's a bottom-up approach. See, in this example, person contains two attributes, name and address. Again we are classifying person as a faculty or student. So in generalized manner, faculty and student, it's a bottom-up approach. Faculty and student belongs to the category person. So faculty and student are generalized version of person. So this is the example for generalization. Specialization, it's a reverse operation of generalization. In specialization, an entity is divided into sub-entities based on their characteristics. It is the top-down approach. Generalization is the bottom-up approach. Specialization is the top-down approach. Here we have the example. Employee is with the attributes salary and name. Employee is again categorized as tester or developer. Employee is a tester or developer. The tester and developer are specialized category of employee. This is called specialization. Next is inheritance. Already we have seen what is inheritance. In inheritance, we can derive new entity from the existing entity or new class from the existing class. It means the new class contains its own property as well as its parent property. This is inheritance. We'll see the example. In this example, person contains the properties or attributes name, age and gender. Person is classified as person is a student or teacher. Student contains a specific attribute roll number. Teacher contains the specific attribute employee ID. So what inheritance means? Student is a new class or entity derived from the parent class person. Student contains its own attribute roll number as well as the parent's attribute like name, age and gender. This is inheritance. Next is aggregation. Aggregation is one of the specialized property of ER diagram. In some cases, we cannot consider only single entity. We want to group two or more entity as a single entity. So aggregation is the process in which a single entity alone is not able to make a sense in a relationship. So the relationship of two entity act as one entity. In this example, manager manages not only employee and project. He is managing both. So manager manages employee as well as project. So instead of putting employee and project in a separate entity, now we can group employee and project as a single entity. This is called aggregation. The grouping of entities into a single entity. Now it is grouped as a employee works on project is grouped as a single entity. Now this is related to the relationship managers by manager. What it means? Manager manages both employee and project. This is called aggregation. So why we all studied all those things? When we are designing an database for a organization or enterprise, ER diagram clearly specify all the relationship. That means what are the entities in the organization, what are the relation between the entities, what are the attributes, the relationship between the entities, whether it is a specialized one, generalized one. If you want to do aggregation, if we clearly specify everything in the ER diagram, it is very easy to implement DBMS, based on which we can identify what are the attributes, what are the rights to be given to the various levels of user who has rights over other. So everything is clearly specified using the ER diagram. So now we have the assignment. Assignment is on specialization, generalization with example, and also define inheritance and aggregation with needs sketch. Thank you.